Hi and welcome back to Cut the Crackle. Today we're going to be taking a look at every LEGO Star Wars The Mandalorian minifigure I own. And in case you hadn't guessed, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the first two seasons yet, you may want to run away now.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
You have been warned. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Alright, let's take a peep at my collection. First up, we have the official LEGO minifigure of the title character himself. This version appeared in the very first set based on the show, the AT-ST Raider. This is a really nice minifig, with Mando wearing his original Durasteel that he started off with in Season 1. Under that helmet, he comes with just a plain black head, which makes sense as a running plotline through the series was that Mando wasn't allowed to remove it in front of others, and it wasn't until the Season 1 finale that we finally got a look at his face. I should also point out that I've switched out his weapons here with some more accurate custom pieces from Firestar toys. Honestly, I feel this minifig gets a bit of a bum rap. Once Mando upgraded his armor, everyone just wanted a Beskar version. I myself was very disappointed when LEGO included this same minifig with the Razor Crest, but taken on its own merit, this really is a good Mando minifigure. Then we have Cara Dune. This minifig also came with the AT-ST Raider, and so far she remains exclusive to this set. But as much as I love her character, I'm really not that keen on this minifig. It doesn't look anything like Gina Carano. The hairpiece is also a big misfire for me, but I am struggling to think of what else they could have used. The printing on her torso and legs is pretty cool, but I kinda feel like they should have gone with one of the separate armor pieces. Also included in the AT-ST Raider are a pair of Klatooinian Raiders. They both use the same legs and headpiece, but actually came with slightly different torsos. That was a nice surprise when I got this set. They also come with different accessories to help distinguish them further. These nameless characters only appeared in one episode as equally faceless enemy infantry, so they're not the most exciting minifigs in this collection. Speaking of nameless characters, the next four minifigures all came in the second LEGO set based on the show, the Mandalorian Battle Pack. None of the minifigures in this set were named, and I believe the thinking behind that was so that you could mix and match parts to make your own Mandalorians. Like Mando himself, they all come with plain black heads underneath their helmets. I love the designs and colour on all four of these minifigs. They are absolutely gorgeous. Two Scout Troopers make a memorable appearance in the last two episodes of Season 1, but LEGO, in their infinite wisdom, opted to include just one in the Razor Crest set, and didn't even give him a speeder bike. This is still a great looking minifigure though. I love the Scout Trooper helmet piece, and the mixture of white torso and legs with black arms really pops. To make him a little more accurate to the scene, I've given him this little side satchel piece. Obviously there's no way you'd actually be able to carry a baby Grogu figure in it, but I think it's a nice extra detail that helps make this guy stand out a little more. And here we have the real star of the show, Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. This little fig was first revealed with the Razor Crest set, but actually came with the UCS style Baby Yoda set first, and is also in the recent Trouble on Tatooine set as well. Personally, I think this fella is really cute, but I do get the complaints a lot of people have with him. Whilst he has this great new mould and a softer, more rubbery plastic for his headpiece, he just uses the standard LEGO baby body. It's definitely not the most accurate, but I think it gets the job done. At first, I wasn't much of a fan of IG-11. As cool and kick-ass as he was in the Season 1 opener, to me, he was just a Disney stand-in for the assassin droid I grew up with, IG-88. But after seemingly being killed off at the end of that first episode, IG-11 returns reprogrammed for the last two episodes of the season, and really carved out a legacy for itself. Supposedly this minifigure is exclusive, but really the only new thing here is the round 1x1 brick used for the headpiece that has slightly different printing to the ones used for previous Assassin Droid minifigs. In my opinion, this is the only real exclusive minifigure to come with the Razor Crest. So it's a real shame that LEGO decided to skimp out on leg printing. Greef Karga has this sash hanging over his right shoulder, and I think it was the correct choice to print that rather than have a cloth piece, but it just cuts out at the waist, when that design should really carry over onto the hips and the tops of the legs. That said, the torso print is pretty ace, and I also love both of the face prints we get. Each one does an excellent job of capturing the likeness of the legendary Carl Weathers. The Sand People have popped up a few times now in The Mandalorian, most prominently in the Season 2 premiere, The Marshal. The recent Trouble on Tatooine is based on that episode, and this minifigure is from that set. For the most part, I think this is a really good minifigure. The printing on the torso and legs are both very nice, and I think that specially molded headpiece is perfect. But I do wonder if this guy should have come with a brown cape piece. Whilst no Death Troopers have yet been included in any of the official LEGO sets based on The Mandalorian, a whole squad appeared in the last 2 episodes of Season 1 as part of the Imperial Remnant led by Moff Gideon. This one is from my Rogue One set, the Imperial Trooper Battle Pack. He came with a handheld stud shooter in that set, but I've since swapped that out for a long blaster piece, which I think looks loads better. The Death Troopers are one of the coolest additions to the Empire's ranks, and this minifigure perfectly captures their strikingly menacing design. I really wasn't sure about including this minifig. Technically, Boba sports 3 new looks over the course of Season 2, and this doesn't really match any of them. But how could I exclude the original Star Wars bounty hunter? I've been a fan of Boba Fett since I was a kid. It was a dream come true seeing the Fett I knew from the expanded universe comics and books finally brought to life on the screen. And now that he has his own series on the way, I hope we get some new LEGO sets with his updated armour. Despite The Mandalorian being set after the supposed fall of the Empire, countless Stormtroopers have appeared over the show's 2 seasons, so it made sense to include one in this collection. Sadly, this is the newest Stormtrooper minifigure with the controversial helmet design. I mean, yes, it was a good idea in theory to swap out unreliable printing for more accurate dual molding, but unfortunately this has resulted in a danglingly long chin, which means not only can you not turn the head, but now they look just like the Stormtroopers from Family Guy. Yeah, try unseeing that. Fan favourite Ahsoka finally made her live action debut in the Season 2 episode, The Jedi. Sadly, I haven't been able to find a minifig based on her appearance in The Mandalorian yet, so this is the custom minifig from Firestar Toys based on her look from Season 7 of The Clone Wars. She uses a custom printed face print, and her torso and legs are from the Guardians of the Galaxy Aisha minifig. To customise her further, I've ditched the skirt and tails cloth piece she came with, and switched out her blue lightsaber blades with these white bar pieces. I've even used a shorter piece for one of them to represent her Shoto lightsaber. I think they look pretty cool. Another fan favourite character from the Clone Wars who made her first live action appearance in Season 2 was Bo-Katan, played by the same actress that voiced her in the cartoon series, the stunning Katie Sackhoff. And this figure is equally as stunning. It just might be my favourite custom minifigure yet. I'm not going to spend too much time on her here, as I've recently done a review video of this minifig, so you can check that out if you'd like to hear my detailed thoughts. But as you can see for yourself, this is one gorgeous minifigure. At the same time as getting Bo-Katan, I also picked up this excellent custom minifigure of the Incinerator Trooper from the Season 1 finale. These fellas first appeared in the now non-canon video game The Force Unleashed, and as a big fan of that game and his appearance in The Mandalorian, I absolutely love how insanely detailed this minifigure is. Like with Bo-Katan, there's a full review video up of this minifigure, so be sure to check that out for a full breakdown of this guy. But one thing I have noticed since I shot that video is that he actually uses the older Stormtrooper helmet, without the dual molding and the Family Guy style chin. Despite the official listing for the Razor Crest promising a brand new Mandalorian minifigure, it came with the exact same minifig as the previous AT-ST Raider set. So when the first images of the Trouble on Tatooine set revealed this shiny new version of Mando in upgraded Beskar armor, the set shot to the top of many a Star Wars fan's most wanted list, including mine. So, does the minifigure live up to the hype? Well, yes and no. On the one hand, the printing across his torso and legs is absolutely excellent. The detailed design and shine of the Beskar look fantastic, and I'm still amazed even now that they actually gave Mando arm printing. But from the neck up, it gets a little disappointing. Despite us both learning Mando's real name and seeing his face in the final 2 episodes of Season 1, this minifigure, from a set based on Season 2, still comes with a plain black head underneath. I really hope this is the last time we get a minifigure of Mando without a proper face print. This was the first custom minifigure I got based on the Mandalorian series, and honestly, he remains one of my favourites. Firestar really have done a phenomenal job with this minifig, especially that face print. I also really like the double-sided cape they've given him, and he also comes with a custom Darksaber piece. If recent rumours are true, then we'll be getting an official version of this character in a set this summer. But even if we do, I'm doubtful it will come close to overshadowing this bad boy. For most of Season 1, this mysterious character known only as the Client was the supposed big bad of the show. That was until his boss, Moff Gideon, came in and literally blew him and his stormtroopers away. Despite that massive upstaging, the Client remains an intriguing character, and his unique appearance has been captured wonderfully here by Firestar Toys. For accessories, he comes with this custom printed 1x2 tile of Beskar steel, and also a tracking fob. Since he's no longer a part of the show, unlike Moff Gideon, it's very unlikely that we'll ever see an official LEGO minifigure of him, so this is perfect for fans of the character that want to get him in minifigure form. And I should point out that if you want to get your hands on any of the custom minifigures from Firestar Toys, you can use my discount code CTK15 to get 15% off your order. And finally, we have Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. Luke's surprise appearance at the end of the Season 2 finale is honestly one of the greatest moments of not only the series, but Disney's Star Wars itself. It's a proper jump out of your seat, punch the air triumph. So how could I not include a minifig of him here? This is basically just a standard Return of the Jedi style Luke Skywalker minifig that has been around for a few years now. The only addition I've made is giving him this black cape piece. Ideally, it would also have a hood at the back, but even without that, I think it makes him look so much cooler and more Jedi-like. So there you have every LEGO Star Wars The Mandalorian minifigure I own. I hope you enjoyed this look at my collection. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and let me know which minifig is your favourite in the comments down below. And while you're there, be a legend and hit that subscribe button along with notifications. And until next time, remember,